Hello, everypony, and welcome back to another episode of Never After All Readings. I'm your host, Never After All, and today we have a new episode. And what I mean by that is this is going to be a new series. While I plan to do longer readings of longer books, I also want to show off some of the shorter stories that typically wouldn't get picked up by some of the bigger fanfiction readers. So, I'm going to create a series called Feature Friday, and this will be featuring short stories by different authors that I wish to show you. We'll be starting with today's short story, Time for Tea, and I've been doing a lot of stories by Paul Asarin, but he is a very good author, and he has a lot of readings. I will be moving to other people, I promise. But with all that out of the way, let us begin today's reading. Time for Tea. Description is as follows. Rainbow Dash is willing to make a lot of sacrifices for her oldest and best friend. Some of them are less of a sacrifice than she lets on, but it's cool. Fluttershy's cool, as long as nobody else notices. The one and only chapter. Won't you have some tea with me? It was supposed to be a nice tea time between friends. Nothing weird about it. Nobody would bat an eyelash if the Rainbow Dash decided to spend an afternoon with Fluttershy. They had been best friends since they were practically in diapers. Rainbow Dash could make a sacrifice or two for Shy, even if those sacrifices weren't always much as a sacrifice as she painted them to be. But now, in the sudden moment of awareness, things have changed. Now, a closet door was ajar, just waiting for someone to shove it open and see everything. Now, there was Rarity. The fashion-conscious young lady, for there would be no calling Rarity a mere girl, was in Fluttershy's house. She had let herself in. She was calling for Fluttershy herself, who was sitting across from Rainbow Dash. She would be in here, in the sunroom. There was no need to look down. Rainbow knew exactly what would be witnessed by the most gossipy of her friends. A quaint tea set, Rainbow Dash's own cup near empty, the pitcher in her hands to pour some, the pink skirt she was wearing. Pink! Not even the cool kind of pink. The tan skirt that fanned out a little, with a hint of lace along the bottom and hearts on the pockets. Her normally wild hair done up in a bun, expertly so thanks to Fluttershy's experience. She even wore some simple dress shoes. Rainbow's eyes darted to her host, praying she would be just surprised by this turn of events. Instead, she looked on in horror as Fluttershy's eyes lit up with eagerness. There was no surprise in them. No alarm at having this private moment interrupted. The normally jumpy girl didn't so much as squeak. That's how Rainbow Dash knew, with hideous certainty, that this was an entirely expected turn of events. Rarity had been invited. Anger threatened to wash over Rainbow Dash at this object of betrayal. Of all people, Fluttershy alone knew nobody else in the world would be allowed to see Rainbow Dash in this state of girly. Rainbow Dash wasn't girly. She was an athlete, a tomboy. She was awesome, hard-hitting, rough-housing young woman, and that's the way she liked it. Nobody needed to know that sometimes, when she got tired, when she wanted to change a pace, when she felt like not being Rainbow Dash for a measly hour or two, she would have tea time with her best friend. Tea time had become something special between them, a chance to get together and stop putting on airs. Rainbow could get the flowery, gentle culture nobody associated with her, and Fluttershy could voice her undaunted, firm opinions without fear of being judged. She even dressed for the occasion, with her blue sweater and black pencil skirt, her hair done up all nice, something Rainbow Dash helped with a lot more than one would think, and with butterfly earrings. She looked like she was ready to attend a board meeting rather than have tea with a friend. This was their moment. Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. Them. Only them. What kind of gall did she have just to invite someone else out of the blue without even asking her first? And Rarity, of all people! If she found out about Rainbow's inner girl, her reputation would be ruined. Did Fluttershy not understand that? Did she not realize the disaster of clicking heels prophesized? Then came the change. Fluttershy had already called out to Rarity, but now she'd become aware of Rainbow's gaze, and her eyes lost their luster. Worry seeped into her expression, a subtle awareness that maybe, just maybe, she had made a mistake. But it was too late to take it back. Those heels clicking were getting closer, and now come to the moment of consequence. What would Rainbow do? She could deny it. It would be easy enough to act bored and frustrated, and if she really wanted to be theatrical, spit out the tea, even if she did like it. Then she could tell Rarity she had lost a bet, or maybe she was just doing it as a favor to Shy. She could swear to never do it again. It wouldn't be honest, but Fluttershy would hesitate. She'd feel guilty and apologize. She'd offer Rainbow the chance to go away, to get out with her reputation intact. The invitations would stop coming after that. At the moment, something would crack between them. Neither would feel safe having tea time anymore. Then there would always be that suspicion, that lingering awareness. Would this be the moment another betrayal was incoming? Would Rainbows have some sort of payback ready? This simple mistake, so obvious in hindsight, could be the wedge that tore the two of them apart forever. But whose mistake would it be? Fluttershy was not foolish. That Rarity got invited here now, when the tea time had been planned for a few days, wasn't a mistake. It was Fluttershy telling Rainbow, "I have another friend to whom I trust enough to be a part of this." Rainbow had to decide if she trusted Fluttershy enough to let it happen. The door was opening. Rainbow's time was up. She held Fluttershy's stare, seeing the alarm, the fear of a friendship forever tarnished. A great friendship, the best friendship, one that, if ruined now, would mean an end to tea time as they knew it. No more opportunities for Rainbow just to be a girl, to release the pressures of having to be the best. Poor Shy might never trust anyone to be her confidant again. They would both be forever shut off, unable to vent those important emotions and needs that lingered under the surface of one's cool facade and the other's ceaseless anxiety. The future unraveled before Rainbow Dash, and she made her decision. "Hey Rarity, care to join us?" Fluttershy smiled, in light of that. Was it really much of a sacrifice? Alright, every pony. I know this is a bit of a shorter one, but that's the whole point. I want to show some of the shorter 8 to 10 minute, just little episodes between two characters, and this seemed like a good one to start out with. As I said before in my previous series with the Gentle Knight audience of one, February might be a month of love, and a lot of people might consider that to be, between romantic partners, but love can be anything. It can be between friends and family, and it is something to celebrate, not just as, I don't have a special partner, I'm by myself. You are always surrounded by people. You are always surrounded by loved ones, and everyone around you sees you as you, and sees you, and they just, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. Just know that even if you don't think you have someone in your life, you do. And the people you have around you make you who you are, and they love you for it. So with that, this is your host, Never After All, signing off, and just saying that you're not somebody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me. Have a wonderful Never After All, everybody, and I will see you in our next episode.